Ever driven somewhere, ignoring the warning signs, only to watch everything fall apart? That was me in Wales. I'd been told by the mechanic that my tire was dangerously worn and that I needed to get it changed ASAP. But I was going to Wales to see my friend the day after. And so what had happened, I just shrugged that off. In the morning, I woke up and I was really excited. I went to the gym and everything, and then I after the gym, I went to the tire shop and I saw that, and this was at like maybe like 8:40. I saw others in the tire shop there, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be really long. I have to wait really long. I didn't even get out my car to ask them how long it would take to try and get my tire changed, and I didn't have a spare one either. And so I was like, could be fine. I'll just drive off, and I'll make it. It should be fine. Like my tire should be okay. And then when I'm maybe about 30 minutes away from my destination, I took a stop and I saw that my tire was dangerously flat. But I was only like 20 minutes away from my destination, right? Maybe 30 minutes away. And I was like, okay, I can try and just live. I can just get there and then I can deal with it when I'm there. And then I drive on it very stupidly. And then my tire then ripped off, sort of ripped off. Here's a photo of what my tire looks like. And then I was just sat in my car thinking, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Like, why didn't I just wait? Why wasn't I just patient? Why didn't I just ask how long it would take? Why didn't I have all of this sorted out before? And this... I feel like crying. I genuinely feel like crying. I can't lie to you. Such an idiot. Such a fucking idiot. I should have listened. I should have got my car changed. I should have got my tire changed, and then I'll be enjoying myself. Oh! Fuck's sake. Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. Like, generally, like an actual fool. And now it's going to cost me more for my mistake. My mistakes always cost me more. And mistakes will always cost you more. And just being proactive. Fuck's sake! I should have just got a new tire! Ah! Disappointed in myself. This felt like an accumulation of how I had been feeling this whole time, right? Life had felt like this trip. I wasn't editing content, I wasn't recording podcasts, I wasn't exercising. My meals and my food, I would just be eating junk, and the negative thoughts had just taken up residency in my head. Every time I passed through a coffee shop that I knew had sweet treats, I would be like, oh, I'll just go in there, get a coffee, and then, like, let me just, I'll grab 2 brownies or a brownie and a cookie or an almond croissant and a cookie. And the negative thoughts in my head would just be like, well, you're never going to lose weight anyway, so what's the point, right? What's the point? So then the negative thoughts led to the negative behavior, which then led to that. And what I wanted to tell you and talk about in this episode is just about what happens when the wheels fall off. And maybe how vulnerability can feel like failing, yet being honest about what's going on can sometimes be the bravest decision you can make as a man. I hadn't been creating content. I hadn't been exercising and doing what I want to do. I hadn't been making the meaningful changes to my life where I want to go and who I want to be. I wasn't making those choices and decisions which reflected where I want to be. And you'll see, if you watch the previous episode that I talked about Superman and what it means to be a man, some of those decisions that we make and that we take, right? And the loop of like negative self-talk and then negative behavior and then more negative self. So guys, I guess just capping all this off, when a slump happens, it's temporary, right? You got to try and act intentionally. And for those that are watching or listening today, maybe when the wheels come off, share that story with somebody. Share it with a friend, share it with a family member. Ask them for help. It's okay to ask for help. I've had to ask my family for help. I've had to ask my cousin for help. And I just want to encourage you. Today feels heavy, but just remember, your next step is still yours to take. And I maybe want to try and do a challenge with this exercise. And I don't know what that is yet, but check out my social media to find out what that challenge will be, to try and help myself, but try and help you if you're struggling with anything. I really appreciate you listening to this. Thank you. Peace.